the work of the Halo Trust. Just one of the organisations partnering with the US to try to rid Africa of landmines. A new report launched by US Secretary of State John Kerry, tracking the progress of America's anti-landmine activity, shows that since 1993, the US has provided over $344 million towards demining projects on the continent of Africa. And it's getting results.
We have a pretty active effort in Africa underway. And in fact, over the past several years, about 6 countries have been declared free from the impact of landmines because of the efforts of the United States and the international community. We hope, in fact, that next year that Mozambique will be added to the list of countries that are mine impact free. And that's a huge accomplishment.
Now, experts say the next challenge is to focus on those who've been harmed by landmines.
It's not just getting the mines out of the ground, it's the many thousands of survivors that remain, and that area is one that often does not receive the same amount of support. So a country like Mozambique, generally a success story, really trying hard to clear all contamination this year, but many of the survivors really struggle to get access to services.
But even as countries like Mozambique, Kenya and Angola see progress in getting rid of the mines in the ground, they and other African nations still face problems with the flow of illegal small arms, not just landmines, across the continent's borders. That became a particular problem after the fall of the Gaddafi regime in Libya and the extremist takeover of northern Mali. The Mines Advisory Group is working with the US to help neighbouring countries like Niger conduct a national stockpile survey to keep track of weapons and find sites to destroy them.
These issues, these other stockpiles of small arms and light weapons, man pads in particular, are a real focus for the United States. But from our point of view, we're not done with this issue. Lots of times these are all cached in the same place, so that stockpile management, if countries haven't destroyed their landmines, where most have already, is still important.
Overall, experts say that whether it's focusing on clearing stockpiles, taking mines out of the ground, or stopping small arms crossing borders, US support is vital. America's by far the largest contributor to humanitarian mine action, providing about a quarter of the total international assistance in that area.
But despite all its efforts, the US still has a little work to do getting its own house in order. The international treaty to ban landmines, the Ottawa Convention, came into force back in 1997, but it's yet to receive a US signature. And campaigners say getting an American stamp on the document will breathe new life into the campaign to rid the world of landmines entirely. Lorna Shaddick, Washington.